Senate priorities will be to keep the government open beyond the September 30th deadline. Both parties in both chambers are going to have to work together in a bipartisan way to avoid a shutdown. That is obvious. It may not be obvious to 30 crazy people in the far right of the Republican House, but it's obvious to everyone else. They can't just have it their way.
Forward, as I have said, we will need a CR to finish our work, and we must deliver supplemental funding to meet urgent needs. We should meet the entirety of the President's supplemental funding request. Those are the priorities the President's outlined, and they're very important. We need to make sure that we can help our communities around the country rebuild and recover from disasters. We have to make sure that the administration has the resources it needs to stop the flow of fentanyl. We have to avoid a pay cut for our wildland firefighters, and as both Democrats and Republicans have made very clear, we must continue our strong support for Ukraine in this critical moment. None of these are priorities that Congress should turn away from.
I think the impeachment inquiry is absurd. The American people want us to do something that will make their lives better, not go off on these chases and witch hunts. The bottom line is, as we have said, you can only accomplish keeping the government open in a bipartisan way. I have sympathy with Speaker McCarthy. He's in a difficult position. But sometimes you got to tell these people who are way off the deep end, who have no interest in helping the American people, who just want to pursue their own witch hunts, that they can't go forward with it. So I'm disappointed. I think it's absurd. But we are not going to let it stop us here in the Senate from keeping the government open and working in a bipartisan way. Yes.